You show up every week.
There's fog is constantly rolling around our house
I
now.
live here.
That's true.
Yeah, really.
Kim wouldn't show up if she did.
It is borderline.
I wouldn't
It is
put
a
any
borderline.
effort in.
It is a borderline hostage situation.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But she's like our pass. There's a lady here.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I mean, some of the stuff she says is grosser than the things we say, but like,
Yeah.
That's how you know she's one. That's how you know she's one of the guys.
Yeah.
Hey!
At a glance,
Ugh.
when you see the video or the host's names, you're like, oh, they got a girl. You know, like
Yeah. Yeah.
It can't be all bad.
it can't all
It
be
can't
that.
be all
Oh
bad.
wait, it can.
It can be.
It can be.
Yep.
224 episodes
Oh
Wow.
224.
220 Baker's dozen.
in. Yep.
I would agree.
Brian, you're on fire
That's what I
already.
was going to say. That's about Brian Fire out here.
That's what that means?
Oh,
Amazing. 2 to
that's it?
24. Oh, wow.
Baker's dozen.
I'll be honest. Donut Shop's been shorting me.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
shit.
Gotta go to the good
Couple
ones.
hundred.
Oh my gosh.
You gotta go to the good ones.
Yes.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
wanna do a thing? there, Joey?
I
Seemed like that was a good
better
time.
stop now before we get
Joey?
YouTube pinging us.
Yeah.
Seemed like that was
Oh.
a
Joey?
good
yeah.
time.
Huh?
What are you doing?
I was gonna say, Brian,
Mm.
I will be completely silent for 30 seconds because I want to see if YouTube flags our
You
podcast
singing the Muppet
for the
Show.
Muppets Show.
Bum 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 ba bum 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 ba. I don't know all the words.
Oh, come on, that was 5 seconds.
You could have vibed.
That's true.
Yeah, I want to.
I don't think the words matter.
Oh, you think
That's
it's
true.
just
Just
the
melody.
I feel like you could have just done the melody. Yeah.
okay? Go.
Okay. Then I think it starts over again.
Welcome to an all new episode of LOLJK, saving the world one topic at a time. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Reinish.
I'm Kyle McVeigh.
I'm Kim.
I'm Brian.
I'm having a little bit of a scratchy throat day.
Why?
Today. I don't know.
Oh, you.
Yeah, last night I looked in the mirror and
Mhm.
only one of my tonsils was swollen, just one side.
Okay.
Yeah, like I
Can
I went
you
like
tell?
this. Yeah, I could see it, and I like if I did
I
this.
rarely look at my tonsils.
Well, I was just like something feels like there's something in my throat.
Yeah, he went looking on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can catch a
I'm
glimpse.
just saying I
You
rarely.
don't just open
I'm
up.
just
You don't
saying-
just open
No,
wide
I-
like a snake.
I assumed you were looking on purpose. I'm
But
just
like,
saying
if you
I
have a
never
sore
look.
throat, you don't go check out your tonsils.
No.
No.
Oh, whoa.
You just know it's sore. Like, what do I
Yeah.
need to look at it
Like
for?
what does it change?
Well, it's
Like,
more to see like
I
if
just
there
got
was a
big
reason.
dangling balls in my back of my throat. Like
That's not exactly what tonsils are.
they're basically big dangling. They're,
Why
the
do you have balls in your
Kyle.
they're the testicles of the throat.
They're not at all. They don't dangle.
Well, they're the testicles of the throat. They get removed. You neuter your mouth when you get your.
I still have
tonsils removed.
my mouth balls.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got mine too.
so mine.
Because
Same.
I used to get the tonsil stones,
Mhm.
Yeah.
which
Gross.
I didn't know what they were. for a
Gross
long
is what they
time.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're super gross.
There's
and
little white things.
stink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember? It was literally years of my life where I didn't know what those was, and then finally I was like, I'm gonna look up these stinky things that are like coming out of
Stinky
my mouth.
white globs in my
But
mouth.
also, I don't get them anymore. I haven't been getting them for
Did it
years.
just stop?
Huh. Tonsil
Yeah,
stones
or
is a young
maybe,
man's
or
game.
maybe I just it's either
'Cause it-
tonsil stones or a young man's
Do you
game,
gargle
or
with mouthwash now?
more consistently.
So
probably
some of
maybe.
those get rid of
That's it.
those.
Maybe I was just
Fucking
It's
dirty and
well,
gross.
it's a
Yeah, maybe I
bacteria.
was
It's
just
a
so
buildup
gross.
of bacteria.
yeah, it's like bacteria and sediment.
Yeah.
And drinking all that rainwater
Yeah.
from out of the
Oh
gutters.
yeah, you do love
Which
rainwater.
I have been doing that a
Yeah.
lot.
That was the one
Yeah.
thing you did all
That's
the
the
time.
one. That's my one
That was
vice.
the one thing. I was always like,
one.
I was like,
This is
Kyle's
not
a great,
beer.
Kyle's a great roommate, but he just
Slurps
likes
a
to-
gutter.
likes to go with
He
those
slurps
puddles.
a gutter once
really,
in a while.
Really gets into those puddles.
Yep.
Gotta keep them away.
I think he
Anyway.
purposely kept that
Gotta keep
forever
those.
puddle in front of our apartment for
What's the
longest time.
biggest? What's the biggest tonsil stone you ever had? How big would you say?
Well, you know,
I had one that was like
that's fucking
that
big.
way too big one
That's too
time.
big.
Like that was like one where I was like,
Did your mouth smell like a dump?
I don't know. This is the other thing. I
Like
will
a
say,
whole fucking
you know what
dove?
I will say though? I do think this was happening during an extended single phase.
Oh,
So maybe
correlation.
maybe my mouth health did take a dip.
yeah.
I don't think so though. Like that seems crazy. I don't think I'm doing anything different. I'm flossing more.
It's the gargling.
Is that what it is?
gargling. You're getting rid of
Yeah,
them.
but I go through phases where I gargle every day, and then I go through phases where I just can't imagine.
But that's
not being in a
probably
gargle.
That's
enough
when you
to
have the
keep it,
tonsil
like-
stones.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I just remember the first like getting those and being like, what is happening?
Why are these? The
Why are
grossest
they
What's
thing
coming
ever?
out of me? What is this?
And
thing?
they are.
It's also can be allergy related too.
they are concentrated stink.
But it's the type of stink where you're like,
Oh yeah. You got it. Yeah. No. Oh,
well,
yeah,
it's your own flavor. It's your own flavor.
Oh yeah, you gotta get a sniff in. Yeah. And then your fingers smell like it all day. Oh god. Go to eat your sandwich for lunch and you get a whiff of it. You're like, God damn it! It's like smelling salt.
did someone dip my sandwich in pure shit? Oh, gross.
Ah,
I
this sandwich smells like gingivitis.
I don't remember a specific huge one, but I do remember one that was, I could see it stuck to my tonsil and I couldn't get it out.
Yeah, they're like stuck. You can like, I remember feeling them back there.
Yeah.
Having to like,
Like you're itching your ear.
yeah. You're like,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only kind that I remember,
damn
but
it.
I haven't had one in a really long time
I
either.
haven't
maybe
either,
you
yeah.
age out of it.
maybe you do age out of it. I don't know. Maybe I just like,
Do you go through mouth puberty?
I don't know. That's what it
Well, I
feels.
mean,
Well,
what-
they are mouth testicles.
Yeah, that's
they
what I'm
are the
saying.
testicles of the
The
throat.
balls of the mouth.
The balls of the mouth, tonsils.
Kim, you had a topic we didn't get to last time, so why don't
Uh-huh.
you go first?
Ooh, oh shit!
Oh shit!
Oh, she forgot.
Oh
I
shit!
love my phone.
Okay.
Ah.
It's got an audio
Sorry.
component. I gotta have my phone.
Okay.
Oh, do you have an audio
So
component?
sorry.
Should we wait for you or go to a different one?
You can go ahead to a different one.
Kyle.
Yay! Oh, but Kim's leaving. She's the only.
It's for Kim. Okay, we'll just
No. But it's sports related. and
Bum, bum,
Kim's
bum,
the
bum,
only.
bum,
bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum, bum.
bum.
It's time to get the music. It's time to get the lights. It's time to get the sound on the motion show tonight. Bum, bum, bum. It's time to put on the
I really don't remember past that either. So
Yeah,
that's
it's
fair.
next to
It was
me.
some Muppet Show
Yeah,
tonight.
we got it.
I have a sports related thing, and actually, you know what, Joey? I think you'll like this.
Okay.
So there's a big thing.
How many Pop Tarts?
I was really wowed. I was
As
really.
many as you want while you're doing this topic.
I found out about this on AM radio, AM sports radio, and I didn't know anything about it. And I was like, it was one of those things that, Joey, I think you'll be into. It's also one of those things where you're like, why did this not happen earlier? But Major League Baseball has a new thing going on, and it's really creating waves.
The
A new
bat?
piece of equipment, yes.
Ooh.
And it is
Oh.
called the torpedo bat. And the idea of the torpedo bat is that, you know, bats are bats, right?
Yeah.
They're
They
all
fly around, they
shaped-
suck your blood. They're
Yes.
Draculas.
The bats
We got it.
live in the belfry.
Whoa,
but bat-
I'm a bat. Blah,
Blah.
blah.
But
Biscotti.
yeah, baseball bats are all shaped the same way, right? They
Yeah.
they get skinny and they get big at the end.
Yeah.
Right. So there's not really a variation except for weight and material. That's it. So what someone has finally done, starting with the Yankees, of course, is someone invented the torpedo bat, which is basically looks like a bowling pin because the thickest
it's
part
shorter, too?
no.
Okay.
No.
The
it's same
thickest
length.
part moves from the top to where that batter's sweet spot on the bat is.
Ah.
So basically, they take a bunch of information from their
everybody gets
at
their
bat,
So, like,
customized
custom
bats.
find their
Their spot.
sweet spot. Then they get custom made for the player
Whoa.
exactly where their sweet spot on the bat is. So the idea is like that it keeps the bat stiffer so it doesn't like bend or anything. So you hit it harder. And then it just obviously is more volume. So
Mhm.
you have more bat to hit it. And
Huh.
it's really helpful for batters where their sweet spot is like closer to their hands.
Yeah.
So they kind of they kind of look like bowling pins.
It's like a
longer.
bat that swallowed a mouse.
Yeah, a little bit.
feeding.
Yeah. It's like an anaconda. It's a bat eating a baseball,
Okay.
like midway through.
This sounds like the type of bat that I would buy as someone just getting into bats. I'm
Yes.
like, I'm going to get the best bat. Oh,
Yeah.
torpedo bat.
Well,
Custom
it's
bat.
also like
well, yeah,
Yes.
except you wouldn't know your sweet spot.
No,
because
I would
you're
just
doing
get it
the first time.
anyway.
Yeah.
But I
probably
like
here.
the idea of like it's one of those things. So the Yankees started doing it. I don't have the stats
I
on
can't believe
it right
this
now.
isn't a thing that they've like already said is not allowed. That you
yeah,
have to
this
have
seems
this
like
Well,
something you could only do
standard
for
why-
equipment.
Little
But they're
League.
trying to
But
make
why-
people interested in baseball.
But also, why would it be illegal? You're
I
just
don't know. 'Cause
using
it's baseball. It seems like they would just be like, you got to use a wooden standard bat. Like I don't know. Like they would make up some crazy rule.
I don't
like
know.
that.
I mean, I think it's
Everyone gets their own glove.
Yeah, I think I think one of the reasons they probably are allowing it this year is just in the same reason they allowed like the pitch count timer.
Yeah.
Last year, it's just to like make it
Also,
like, more interesting and
Let's get some
more
dingers, dude.
baby.
Yeah, come
The
on.
big reason we want those dingers. We don't come to a baseball game to see a bunt.
I want to hit a ding dong doodle.
I don't
want
want to see a
bong
sack
bat.
bunt.
Wait,
or,
we got bunts here?
We got bunts.
We got
Hell
bunts.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not the kind you want though.
Oh, never
That's
mind.
when Kim fails to do her splits.
Oh, Kim
She got a
fully
bunt.
bunted.
She
Ew.
bunted.
All
God
over the
damn
living
it.
room.
But I think it's kind of rad. It's one of those ideas where I'm like, we've had the technology. It's honestly weird that we haven't done it. And then I also, the Yankees started doing it and they have had like a clear, like, increase in home
Oh,
runs and
yeah.
hitters. Like, no, it like January. The only reason it's gaining steam is because
It's working.
everyone
working.
was like, what the fuck? And then
It's like Moneyball, but with your back.
I mean, yeah, kind of, which is like, I mean, baseball is a game of stats.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to use the personal stats of a player to create a custom piece for them. Like that makes a lot of sense to me.
How much
And I
does
feel
it
like fits
cost
with the game.
to do a bat?
it
I
doesn't
don't
matter
know.
if you're a professional baseball
Yeah,
player. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Can every team afford that?
Yes. Well, considering they can give one person $500 million or $750
Yeah.
million for a contract, they can give you
Really?
a slightly different wooden
Yeah.
bat.
That's,
and it's also the, but also, yeah, the guys can reach out personally for their
Yeah.
bats. But I like
There's no salary cap. in
what I
baseball.
like about it is much in the way now you can sell a bat that's this particular player's bat. It's like a whole new avenue
Oh,
for
you're right.
selling.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've really been talking about this yet, but now it's like, oh, I can get Otani's torpedo bat,
Yeah.
Right.
right? I can get this specific. It's like,
I feel like Otani wouldn't use one just because he would be.
well,
like,
that was my other thing. I was like, if you're already hitting dingers like that,
Yeah.
would you
Yeah, would you
even
mess it up?
like?
Bought
Would
it?
you?
No.
I mean, I guess you could try it in practice.
I'm
and
sure they've
see.
tried it,
Yeah.
but they're probably like, "Give me back my bat."
But that's kind of the thing. It's
Yeah.
like, do you want to take the chance of like fucking up your flow?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think you just what would have probably happen is you have a down season or half a season, and then
Mm-hmm.
you come back, and then all of a sudden you're cranking
Yeah.
dingers, baby.
but
right
it
and
happens so
left.
immediately for everyone else.
yeah,
But I like the idea of it sort of like pocket pussies. Like you can buy one that's a specific adult stars.
I'm
like,
back.
Yeah,
You got me back.
Pocket pussy.
it's a pocket pussy
But
in baseball.
now it's a baseball bat.
I
I
like.
could buy
You know, a lot of-
Otani's pocket pussy.
What, you screw off the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Also,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like
I think-
that it was a baseball bat, and you still
Yeah.
equated it to a custom pussy
Yeah.
instead of a custom dildo.
Well, no, it's because they sell the porn stars' vaginas.
They don't.
Yeah, they sell them.
The other.
The
They don't
dicks?
sell the guys.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not looking them up.
It's my point, though.
Come on.
It's like-
Kim, I don't actually don't know what you're talking about. Do you just mean because dildos are like bats?
Yeah, I think so because they're for dudes.
It just feels like a
I'm just
more-
saying that if
more
there's
of a parallel.
you're
'Cause they're both
you have an
dick-shaped.
issue that I went innie instead of outie.
Yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
I
You could
think-
buy one as a holder.
The
hit a ball with a pocket pussy.
I'll hit a ball with a pussy.
Yeah, I'll hit one. I don't give a shit.
I don't think you're gonna get a lot of the old timers interested in it. They prefer the old fashioned pocket pussies.
Yeah.
The mitts. The
yeah.
gloves.
They like the gloves.
They like the gloves.
They love that
those
shit.
old school baseball ones. They
The
like the
full-
fucking gloves.
They like real leather.
Yeah.
And
Bush.
real cow
Yeah.
leather.
Some of them go wild and go with the catcher's mitt.
Gross.
That's why they have pubes all over their mitts.
Yeah.
And if
Something
you're a
about-
lefty,
something Bush.
Oh,
thank
forget.
you.
No, thank you.
no thanks.
Although sometimes,
You-
change it up. It feels different.
yeah,
Switch hands.
I'll fuck a
Yes.
glove.
Don't act like I won't.
It's leather. It's like skin. It's
I
halfway
mean,
there.
it basically is.
Yeah,
It's kind of
it is.
bestiality.
It
though.
actually is literally skin.
Yeah.
literally bestiality.
Yeah.
Kim.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, beastie necrophilia.
Bestiality, necrophilia.
Bestiality. Necrobestiality.
What?
What?
You're the one that wasn't saying
Oh,
words.
also before we get into Kim's topic, I just want to say, my plan initially, and I told Kim I forgot to do this,
Yeah.
was for us to listen to the reveal of Ace Ventura
Oh.
on the show.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna have to record it, post it, and since you guys don't listen, then we'll get your hot takes on it.
Okay.
Are you gonna
Next time.
record just the bit, that part of it, or the whole thing?
I can cut it out to the point.
Mhm.
Okay.
But the chapters are 10 minutes long. It's not going to be
Yeah.
I
very
have
long
to
either
just I have to pee beforehand.
okay.
I'll have to
Great.
pee beforehand.
Just because books make you have to pee,
Yeah.
or Ace Ventura.
I was.
What
I
about
was in- I
really
went to
good
a-
impressions?
I went to a Barnes and Noble the other day. I had
make
the
you
little-
dump
I
immediately.
had the little
Did you have to
tingle. I had
dump?
the little tingle. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Dude,
is it that?
I gotta
tingle?
dump out.
I gotta
This-
get out of here fast."
This
Yeah.
week, I was like, I did a big dump out, and then I went to Barnes and Noble, and I was like, there's no fucking way it's gonna happen. And then I had to dump out in Barnes and Noble, and I didn't understand where it came from.
Just get you. It's the smells. It's the book smells.
It's that lady's name.
ink.
The lady's name?
Yeah,
That,
what's-
was that person?
Oh yeah, the Mariko Aoki. effect.
Mariko
How
Aoki.
did you remember that? Jeez.
Well, it's because it's so personal.
What he
and-
does. Yeah, I was gonna say. What do you mean?
It's
why?
good to know the
It's
name
just
of your
happens
illness
every
if-
time.
In case like a paramedic finds you, what do you have? Mariko Aoki.
you wear a bracelet with
It's
it.
a box. I don't do bookstores.
I can't quit dumping out. I'm so dehydrated.
Keep me away from bookstores.
Help me.
a t-shirt.
Get me out.
I dump out in bookstores.
I dump in bookstores.
I dump
Now
in
that now
bookstores
that's a
is
t-shirt.
funny
Now that's a
shirt.
t-shirt we should
Now
make.
that's a good shirt.
We should make that one.
I was saying I need to make a new T-shirt. I'll do that.
There you
That's
go.
fine.
Just put the name on
Also, the
the back.
Mariko Aoki
Does
effect
Mariko
sounds like a
Aoki-
band shirt.
Yeah,
It
it
does.
does.
Yeah, it's a prog rock band.
Oh yeah, they have a cycle.
Oh yeah.
You could make it a band shirt, and on the tour dates, it's just like different cities,
Oh,
the Barnes and Nobles.
It could just be ones in LA, the Galleria, the Americana, the
Galleria, the Galleria, the Galleria.
the Galleria, the Galleria, Calabasas.
Burbank
And then
Town,
there's two-
Burbank Town Center.
There's two on the same line.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
The north one, the south one.
All right. Sorry, Kim. Go on.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So this topic took me to a couple of places that I was very excited about. It came from the topic tip line.
Yes,
Mhm.
great.
Oh, do you want to pair
What?
to the board?
Can I just like hold my phone to
Oh
the
yeah,
thing?
that's fine.
You could
Okay.
if you
But this
wanted.
is just
Well,
like
I'm gonna.
We
It's
have
not
the
that long.
technology.
It's
I
not
mean,
that
you
long.
just want
You
you just want the
do
people
that.
to listen to it.
I'm
I mean,
just
it's
gonna
fine, yeah.
I'm just gonna jump
Mm-hmm.
straight to the audio clip,
Okay.
and then we can discuss.
You don't want to talk about it first?
So
No.
So
We did-
I'm
nothing-
gonna tee
nothing
it
to
up for
set
you a
up.
little
Oh,
bit.
okay.
I'm gonna tee it up for you a little bit.
All right.
So there was a BBC documentary show
Yes.
that made a camera that looked like a little baby gorilla to keep it like to film gorillas in their natural habitat without them like thinking that they were being recorded.
They wouldn't notice that.
Apparently not.
But it's a
Okay.
baby.
The
though.
I don't know.
The unmoving.
The unattended baby gorilla.
Just-
No, it was like a thing. It turned its head.
Okay, so
Because like they could use the camera, they could control the camera a little bit. It was in one of its eyes.
Okay, so you're not being
And
recorded.
so they put a hidden camera. Oh my gosh. In
It's a visual.
little gorilla to
YouTube
record
Explodes Magico for these
to
hot
record
visual goofs.
the gorillas in their natural environment. And they caught a thing that they were so excited about that they had never seen before, which was gorillas singing while they were eating. And apparently
I do that.
gorillas are gorillas are vegetarian. It's not quite like
Sorry.
that.
I think it's more like I could feel it coming.
I also think that the
I love that.
Gorillas are
wait,
so beautiful.
Can I just say,
It was
I know
so
exactly
beautiful.
why.
Jane Goodall was
Wait.
she didn't even scratch the surface.
Can I just say, I know exactly why in Joey's head, gorillas sing Phil Collins
Yes.
because he also did the Tarzan song.
Is that why?
Absolutely.
But that
yes.
song
Oh,
was not
no.
the Tarzan song.
No, that was just the one that was in my head. A gorilla would listen
Yeah.
to Phil
But
Collins.
that's why your brain knew.
I also
I
thought
just
of
went to
the
Jungle
idea-
Book. I was just like Jungle Book and King Louie.
They also
I
made
was
the
gonna
be like,
they
you-
also made the baby gorilla like audio.
So did it clap? Did
it's
it
like-
clap when he heard it?
I just thought they would sing it because it's a jam.
No, Kyle would be like this.
Oh, it's like one of those like you would give a kid like a little flower that dances when it
Yeah.
hears music,
Yeah.
and it's just this monkey going.
It's,
Anyways, gorillas have to eat like 44 pounds of food a day.
Lucky.
I would agree.
And it's all veg.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh.
It's all like
No
leaves.
Wendy's. Boo. Grass and what?
Sticks. Like
Sticks.
idiots.
So can you
broccoli.
imagine?
Dirt.
Can
Just
you
huffing
imagine
dirt.
if you just ate
Egg
44
whites?
pounds of veg all day? What that might do to your tum tum?
Oh. You
Kyle, I think
Face.
don't even have to be jostled to get a bad tummy. if
It's
you're
gotta be
eating that
looked
much.
at
Yeah.
So-
by a robot
uh,
monkey.
So they recorded.
I eat one Pasadena salad from Trader Joe's and it fucks me up.
So they recorded these gorillas and they caught them singing. And so then this is in the clip where right when he says like there was more than singing, or he says they didn't only sing for their supper or something. So that's why he says that, is because we had been
Okay.
listening to them singing. But I
Okay, so
started the
this is
video
a
past
different
that.
sound than the singing.
This is something they didn't expect. They didn't expect the singing either, but they happened
but
to
this
catch
is
this
something
as well.
they really didn't
Do it in the
expect.
front, Kim.
They not only sing for their supper, consuming 20 kilos a day is bound to have consequences. They live in a semi-permanent state of flatulence.
Is that David Tennant? Is that Doctor Who himself?
One more. Come on.
Come on. Come on.
It'd be great if it was a squeaker. Like,
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Okay.
I love that it's just the
That was definitely David Tennant
yeah.
narrating that.
The
That's
narrating
also
the
funny.
Blazing Saddles beans.
Yeah.
scene.
It is, but well,
do
also,
gorillas
but
have
wait,
an ass?
But wait.
Like cheeks?
What do you
A
mean
flap?
we've never?
Flapping?
How would we not have ever caught them
I don't
constantly
know.
farting?
Because they're very
Like-
fucking polite,
That's
Kyle.
what I was gonna say. Is it
Jesus.
polite society? Polite ape
Oh,
society?
the humans are here. Pinch it.
Yeah, come on, keep it
Pinch
tight,
it,
idiots.
Squeeze it.
Go to
Squeeze
the
it like a
bathroom.
drum.
Don't let it out.
As
Light a
soon
match.
as Jane Goodall leaves, they're like, "Oh, thank God,
She's been here for 30 years.
Jesus Christ, leave, lady! Fuck,
Just took off.
God damn it! I've been saving this one up for 6 months.
I just like I was
I-
like,
I
am
wish I
being
would have seen
punked
you-
right
Fucking
now?
gorilla
Watch
getting
that.
rocketed into space.
So many inverted colons.
Bah!
I thought it was like someone put that fart noise over this clip.
Yeah.
But it's real.
That's real good.
It's good.
It's so good.
Okay, but then I told you it led me on a thing.
Yes.
Then I was like, God damn, why are farts so funny?
That's a good. Okay, great,
Good
great
question. Question for the
That's
ages.
a good one.
And it turns out it is a question for the ages.
Mhm.
And people have been laughing at farts as long as people have been making
I mean,
jokes.
that's honestly, yeah,
Yeah. Like,
right.
there are like
like everyone just
jesters would
knows
fart
farts are
all the
funny.
time.
It
Yeah.
is very strange.
The
It's-
fartist.
it's just
the
a good.
fartiste.
It's a good
The fartiste.
sound.
The fartiste. I don't really understand what this means, but apparently the oldest recorded joke in history is a fart joke.
Amazing.
What do you mean, like written?
Yeah.
Oh,
It dates back to the Sumerians in 1900 BC.
nice.
All right.
And it went something like, something which has never occurred since time immemorial. A young woman did not fart in her husband's lap. I don't really get it.
Yeah.
They weren't
had to be there?
they weren't good jokes.
It's not funny. They hadn't figured out comedy.
It was a place and time thing.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
But it was
comedy's
the oldest
subjective,
recorded
very
joke.
subjective.
If you'd have been there, you'd have been like, right, you don't fart in your husband's lap.
But then they give other examples of old Western literature with fart jokes.
Okay.
yeah.
The Canterbury Tales
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, there's shit all over that thing.
Yeah.
That's a solo guy.
came out with this banger where so it was he said Absalom is beckoning this girl that he's trying to woo or whatever,
Sure.
and him and Nicholas are trying for the same girl. So she comes to the window or whatever, and right when he does, it says Nicholas's rear protrudes to, quote, let fly a fart with a noise as great as a clap of thunder, so that Absalom was almost overcome by the force of it.
So he farted so hard it
Knocked
basically
her
was like
over?
a lightning bolt.
I guess.
I'm pretty sure Chris and I watched that on Criterion Knots.
What?
Because I think the guy who made Solo made that movie,
Oh, okay.
Canterbury Tales.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
So it gives several other examples, but the one that I really wanted to discuss is that, and this is, again, real. Apparently, Jonathan Swift, Gulliver's Travel,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
wrote a
So-
book, under a pseudonym.
Yes.
Today, the book doesn't seem to be published under the pseudonym.
Gulliver.
Because you can just find, no, the other one that he wrote, that was not a pseudonym.
It is
just
my
the way-
travels. I am Gulliver.
Now, if you look up on Amazon, you can buy this book, but it just says Jonathan Swift.
Okay.
He published a book, entire book devoted to the subject of farts, called "The Benefit of Farting Explained."
Okay.
Swift also
And
did
this-
Modest Proposal, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
But
yeah,
he's
What's it
mostly
about?
known for the fart
eating,
one.
eating what? Eating babies.
but the
Hilarious.
but the pseudonym that he published under was Don Fartinando Puff endorsed, professor of bombast in the University of
Christ.
Krakow. And the title
Krakow.
page says the essay was, quote, translated into English at the request of and for the use of the Lady Dumpfart of her Fartshire by Obadiah Fizzle, groom of the stool to the
I don't
princess
think-
of
I don't-
Arsminia,
I don't think we-
Sardinia.
I don't think we didn't deserve Jonathan Swift.
No.
I think what
He's
that
a
was
hero.
was he was frustrated nothing was getting published, and then he wrote this book in like a fit.
Yeah.
He goes. It says it goes on
Farting
so
fit.
long, and every time I read this, it makes me giggle. I can't help myself. He goes carefully describing its legal, social, and scientific dimensions before concluding that there are multiple species of fart, including,
All
quote,
right.
the sonorous and full-toned or rousing fart, the double fart, the soft fizzing fart, the wet fart,
Eh.
and the sullen windbound fart.
Sullen.
I guess
Solid.
I've never heard of heard a sullen.
Oh, come on. We were just talking about last time about how like farts say your trauma.
Sad!
You've never heard a sullen fart?
No.
Had a whole segment about sad farts.
like a hole in a
mean,
log.
I just love the commitment to the bit so wholeheartedly
I
there,
will say
all the
that
way down to
there
the pseudonym.
is like you know Neanderthals were laughing at farts.
Had to.
Oh yeah,
What else
Like,
they laughing
for
at?
sure.
because you're sitting there and all of a sudden you're.
Yeah.
No, they
Or
whoever-
someone actually shits. Someone sharts. That's funny.
That's funny.
That's
He
so-
shit his whole.
Well, they don't
cave.
wear pants either, so he shit. I guess. I guess it's just
That's not
shit.
a shart.
It's just a shit.
Just a tiny
yeah,
shit.
it's just a tiny shit.
A tiny wind belt
Just like,
shit.
he stands up and there's just a little stain on the rock. Where
I
you're sitting.
imagine
Yeah.
if a Neanderthal
A
farted,
Neanderthal.
they would fart and then turn around and look and be like, "What was that?"
Oh God, a ghost.
Like,
oh no,
you
a
don't
butt
think
ghost.
that they would figure that out?
No.
Yeah, no, but dogs don't know.
yeah.
It's true. I mean, to be fair, there are no more Neanderthals. They're extinct because they dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair.
Do you
Yeah.
think dogs can force it out? or do they all just fall out?
I think they all
think it's
fall
Fallout.
out, man.
That's crazy. Imagine having to do it so
I will
bad.
say that it is crazy that I guess you gotta have consciousness to willingly hold in or let out a
I
fart.
guess.
Are we the only creatures on Earth with control of our sphincters in that way?
I feel like we talked
Or that
about sphincter
care.
control before.
Or that care about it?
care
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. What? Also, but I'm thinking
Maybe
of like,
dolphins,
okay,
'cause
but
they're
wait,
all
wait.
kinda
But if
assholes.
you're like a wolf and you're stalking prey,
You don't want to do it.
you don't want to fart mid-stalk. Can
Right.
you be like? Can a wolf know
Pinch it
it's
off.
stirring and be like,
Mm-mm.
I don't know. I gotta wait to
Baby
pounce.
Joe.
If I fart when I pounce, it's fine.
And
It's
then
too
the deer
late.
runs
If it
off.
happens while, yeah, then it's just like,
Well, that's why.
And
That's
then
why
the
they
deer
stare.
just-
Well, that's why they guys. That's why they go. They hunt downwind.
nice.
Maybe.
Maybe. What if they're
Yeah, but
loud
that doesn't
though?
hold up. That doesn't hold. That doesn't keep the sound. It's more about the sound.
Yeah, but the
I
smell.
guess. But I guess, there's a lot of things that make us distinctly human: consciousness, thumbs.
Whoa!
holding in
It
our
says
farts.
while many
That's
while
about
many
it.
farts. While many animals can't consciously control their farts, some species have evolved unique ways to use flatulence for various purposes, like
Art.
buoyancy control in manatees.
Nice.
Oh,
To
so they're
sink
like, I
this
gotta get
off
to the
gas.
top.
Yep. Gotta get out of here.
And then it says, however, most animals likely do not have the mental capacity to hold in or release farts on purpose, similar to how some dogs might not understand the concept of farting.
Yeah.
Oh,
you ever seen a dog fart and look at their asshole
Yes.
like
Yeah.
they don't understand?
Mhm.
Huh.
Wendell's stomach, like
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, was so tight because
Mhm.
I was like petting him,
It's
and
been
then
it just
it was
been
like
tight.
looked round, and
Yeah.
I was like poking it. It was like it's just tight, and
We always complain about how awful his
he
farts
farted
are.
all the time,
Yeah.
and then we started giving him a probiotic, and they went away. He's just been like suffering with a fully inflated stomach for like his whole life.
Wow. That poor boy.
I know, and now it's soft. Like now he lays on his side. I'm like, I check, and it just feels like a normal tummy.
Normal tummy. He just had fucked up gut health his whole life.
Yeah.
This poor boy.
I guess.
Now he's good.
It could be like something with the food that he's on now.
Maybe.
Because he hasn't been on this food forever.
I mean, he was on that when we was still farting like a human man, per my text.
Human man.
I took him to the eye doctor before his surgery, and he was in there just on my lap, just. And it was in this empty, like hard-walled room, so it was like echoing through the
Bouncing
room,
off everything.
and no one else was in there. So I'm
out
just
there
like,
just thought you were in there
Just
farting it up.
farting up a
That's
storm.
why you had to wait so long because they kept being like,
We're not
"Can't go
going
in
there.
there."
I gotta wait, I gotta
100%
wait,
not
I gotta
the
wait.
fuck going in there.
yeah, no, it was like
This dude's
multiple,
been busting ass.
and he was not reacting whatsoever to these insanely loud human level.
It's because he
things.
just assumed it was you.
God.
He doesn't feel it.
What the fuck?
He
is this
knows.
guy's
He knows
problem?
it's like this is usually dad.
They usually come out when he does this like shake and then a stretch with the front legs, and he
And then he-
leans into the front legs,
And then it
that's
pushes
usually
out
when
a little fart.
Yeah, yeah. Lean
Wow.
forward.
Yeah, because sometimes he farts like that where they make noise, and then other times in bed he's just gotten cozy and they just go. and they just
So
like
sad.
just leaked out.
Yeah, just like build up just enough pressure to open the gate.
I wish it was like that though. I wish it was like that.
It sounds so relieving.
Yeah.
Like I could feel like you would instantly feel better.
Well, that kind, yeah.
I mean, it just is also, my girlfriend will still go to another room to fart. Which,
Yeah.
listen, I appreciate. I think that's great.
Maybe they're crazy.
But
hands.
also, but that's the other thing. I'm like,
Joey probably wishes I.
but I'm also like, I need to know. But I'm also like, I need to know.
oh my lord.
The magic
also,
is
like,
gone.
But also like,
There's dead stuff.
but
in
this is the
there.
other thing. I need to know.
Yeah, you got before it's too late.
like if you
Well,
are,
why don't you just
if you
run
are,
in there?
if you are farting fucking corpse
If
smell,
she leaves the room unexpected and you're like, I know what's happening.
I
just
gotta
run in
follow
there.
it and huff.
Just run in there behind her.
This is why you've been leaving? This is nothing.
This is fine.
I'd
This
eat
is
that for
great.
breakfast.
Honestly, this is perfectly fine. I'd put this on my yogurt.
nutty.
But if I go in and you're like, that's a corpse. That's
What, that's gonna ruin it for you?
Yeah.
Corpse would.
Well-
corpse would be bad. I would say necrotic
See,
tissue
maybe-
would be bad.
Maybe here's where I fucked up, I think.
There's a wide breadth of fart that I would be okay with. But
Yes.
if we're getting to dead body,
Okay, so
I
Kim
would
is
say
that
no.
dead body. But I think the problem is
but you're too
Here's-
deep.
yeah,
it
I'm-
doesn't
well, yeah,
matter.
Well, yeah, you can't get out of
too
it.
deep now, but
You're tattooed.
so I think the problem is like there was a bad one 15 years ago.
There was a bad one.
There was a bad
Yeah,
one. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
which is inevitable.
And then
because it's like the gorilla.
And then she's like, what? She's like, well, that's
who
what the
knows what
worst.
she
so-
And she's like, stop doing that. I'm like, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, I guess that was kind of embarrassing. And then she's like, she clamped up.
Yeah.
For 20 years.
Okay.
And then
And now
when one does sneak out, it's the worst thing I've ever smelled in my life.
pure
Death.
pure undissolved, just absolute pure shit.
Yeah.
I really love where this has gone.
Well, you had to know. You brought it.
This is couples therapy. For
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's,
I
Kyle and
mean,
I are the therapists.
I think that's
Yeah.
why you have to encourage it. You have to be like, no, it's okay.
I think it's
Baby,
an,
just fart
it's
in my
an,
mouth.
it's an
It's like,
evidence-
you go to her and you say,
Come
listen,
on,
if you
let's
want
give it
this
to
to
me.
continue, if you want this continue, and you just spread cheeks and just let rip
well, this
one
is the
fly
thing.
in front
I
of
do
me.
think the farting in front of me, that's inevitable. That's
Yeah.
just gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's
Totally.
nothing you can do about that.
I figured out how you
But
can figure it out
I
or
do
find
think
out.
that you do need to know what the intensity of the brand you're dealing with is,
So
I
you
think
know
it's
to run or
important.
not.
Yeah.
I
you
think
know
I figured
how
out,
to handle it on your end.
I figured out a way to do it.
Huff it.
How to get it.
Kick in the door and huff it.
No, just tell her you're into it sexually.
Oh.
Yeah, but then she's
I
gonna do it
can't-
all the
But
time.
I'm really
But then she
not.
does it
I
once
can't
and she's doing it
I
all
can't
the
Chuck
time.
Berry it.
I like to
Baby,
do that.
can I
I
tell you
do.
something? I just really want you to fart in my face.
I really want you to Chuck Berry me.
I love doing that.
I really need you to Chuck Berry. Yeah, I like doing that.
Did I just fart in your face?
Uh-huh.
I like doing that. God,
I like.
what a
doing
fucking good video.
I like to
that
do that.
poor hooker.
It's still one of the funniest things maybe that we've ever done on this show ever. I think it's really funny.
I remember when I sent it to you.
And he watched it without the
He watched it
audio.
without the sound, and he thought I was just sending a rim job video to him.
I was like, wow, she's really going to town on him.
That's maybe funnier than the video. That we were at a level where you're like, oh, Joey sent me a rim job.
You
Joey
guys, you guys were all
Send
talking
me
about it,
porn.
and Kyle chimes in. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm playing too. I get it."
Yeah, I get it.
just
That's a professional. Though.
Well, yeah, it's about the week Joey sent me a rim job video. Vintage, at least.
It's fine. Yeah, it's funny that Chuck Berry got a rim job.
I guess, yeah, I haven't
I
seen
mean,
one of
on,
those.
funny there's
on its
video
face,
of it. It's funny
on its,
that it happened.
On its face, it is funny that he got a rim job.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
it kind
I
of
mean,
is,
it's kind
yeah.
of funny.
Ahead of his
So,
time.
yeah.
You didn't wonder why it looked like she was struck all of a sudden?
I was kind of half watching
Why
it.
her hair went back and was like,
Well, I thought you had sent me a fucking rim job video with
well,
Chuck
if,
Berry.
if
I was
sent you a
half
rim job
watching.
video, Kyle, it means it was good. You should have been paying attention.
Well, I don't know. What was I doing that day? I don't know. I just wasn't ready to come yet.
I'll save that for later.
I was at Target.
Yeah.
I'm
Can't
only
watch
gonna-
that here.
I'm not going to devote my full attention to it. I'll get aroused.
You're like, huh. Anyway.
Can't do
All
that.
right.
This
I'm
coffee,
in
I guess.
I'm in housewares right now.
Yeah.
Where's the
it's
blue
fine.
bottle? I'll take some blue bottle and
Thank
some
you.
vino.
Beautiful.
Love doing that.
I like to do that.
Brian Bucket.
Brian Bucket.
Pick
Brian,
it.
your next topic. Get in there.
Wait, hang on. We find out after I do my topic.
Oh, yeah. Hold
Can't
it.
do it. This is why it's just
Hold
like
on
we
here,
just should
Kim.
just do it
I'll hold it.
afterwards.
I
I
got
feel
it.
like it's the whole.
So,
build-up
Brian,
for it.
tell us about the black box.
The black box.
Well, guys,
finally.
I remember it this time,
Wow, that's impressive. I
Storage.
like that a lot.
and so I would like to present to all of you.
He
The
brought
black
box.
something.
A black box.
Whoa.
Wow.
Look at this prep.
Wow.
it's
Show it
black.
to the camera.
and
It's a Kleenex box.
box.
I saw the bottom of it.
It is. No, it is. But it's a great size for it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's
So I'd like to find out what's the deal with the black box. You guys want to find out what the deal with the black box
I
is?
honestly
sure.
don't.
You guys want to find out?
Actually, we're just going to go to the second.
Is there something inside of it?
Oh, there is.
there
Let's
is.
find out.
Oh no.
Oh, what is this? What? Oh, it looks like it's
A different topic.
a topic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay. Is
Wow.
this black box related?
Well, actually, funny enough, it's two things related. So we'll
Okay.
see if you can catch which the one did it, which the two are.
Okay.
Uns-
So you're just going to read this.
well, I've read it before, but
Okay.
I will read it just because that's my
Well, you
special
put it in
shtick.
a box.
It's in
You
the
read
box.
it.
It's a
It's
topic.
really crucial that you said that just then, because the only other thing in our Brian column on our bingo card was Brian reads topic live on air for first time.
I've read this.
Prove it.
Prove it.
I can't. how am I
Tell
gonna-
us the
how am I
end
gonna
now.
prove
He could just
The
jump
sa-
to the end to read
that? They
it.
went through the safety protocols. Is the
Okay.
end.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Everybody remembered that at home.
Yeah. I mean, that's a little bit of paraphrasing, but that's basically it.
Okay, we'll be the judge.
Unsecured penguin causes helicopter crash after hitting pilot's controls in freak accident.
This makes sense. This is good. That's black box related.
Bird.
That is black. First of all,
All kinds.
Birds, all kinds.
thank you, Kim.
Penguin is
Kim
a
got
kind of
number
bird.
2. Birds all kind.
Helicopter.
Crashes occurred just after takeoff from Bird Island in South Africa's Eastern Cape, according
That
to
is
reports.
where you'd find
So we
them.
phoned in the name that day.
I mean,
Bird-
it's full of birds.
Do you know what? We definitely tariffed Bird Island.
Yeah, it's the McDonald's.
For
Island.
980%. They don't send us shit.
They don't send us shit.
Just birds.
Fuck.
I mean, it is South Africa, so yeah, we did tariff.
Yeah, we
but
did
yeah,
tariff.
yeah.
True.
We did
Yeah,
tariff.
We tariffed
Bird
like
Island.
everyone.
Bird
So
Islands.
any massive land. A penguin was reportedly the cause of a helicopter crash in South Africa, according to the BBC and UK paper, The Telegraph.
I believe them.
What was he doing in the front seat?
The
Good question. You put them in
stated
a
that the
carrier.
unsecured bird had been put in a cardboard box, slipped off a passenger's lap, and had hit the pilot's controls on January 19th. So this is a recent. Yeah.
So it was
That's our
a
anniversary.
So it was
Happy anniversary.
So it was a hilarious comedy of errors.
yeah, where it
This
just was like
slippery
led to
little
a
penguin
helicopter crash.
fell out of.
they probably had a
box.
they probably had a bunch of ice in there because penguins love ice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it's
just
probably
slip
so
around.
slippery. You
Yeah.
can't get a hold of those guys.
That's like one of
They're
those things that
slick.
like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's-
they're one of those things. That
like when you're grabbing a fish in a cartoon.
yeah,
you
one
know
of
one of
those
those. They're one of
things.
those things. Do you
Yeah,
know
we
what
got
I mean?
one of those in the
One of
other
those
room.
Yeah.
Baseball
But
bat
for
pussies.
real.
Yeah.
That you
one
buy
of
at like
those
the
things.
museum gift shop.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, one of those
you were
things.
actually doing a thing.
Yeah. I was
yeah.
doing the. Yeah.
That we literally have in the other
Yeah,
room.
that at a
Yeah.
certain age, you'd be like, you shouldn't be buying
You
those
actually
anymore.
Yeah,
should
you
not
should
do
stop
that,
doing
and I
that.
don't like what you're using them for.
Yeah, because we know.
I know.
No, I know
Oh,
you're
the-
13.
The thing that left the pink stain on the carpet in our family room.
Yeah,
Nice.
I didn't do it.
No,
This time.
the kids literally had one with pink stuff
Oh,
inside
I
and
thought
poked
you
a
were
hole
gonna
in
say
it, and it
Kim
literally left a stain.
bunted.
She bunted pink all over the living room.
God damn, I hate this.
So what happens when you get old? You bunt everywhere.
Even when you don't want to.
So the new helicopter, if you guys want to know, was 50 feet above the air, and everybody survived.
Above the air.
50 in the air. Yeah.
In
It happened. It happened very soon after takeoff,
Okay, well, that's good, I
Goddamn.
guess.
where they just
Oh
slipped
my
out
God, they're in space.
50 feet above the air. Yeah, they're actually in the upper atmosphere.
That's too low because then you would just like clip your propeller on the
Basically,
ground or
the thing tilted over and then clipped the wings, and then
That's
or
how you
the-
kill someone on the Twilight Zone movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but not this
that's
time.
true.
Everybody survived, including the penguin.
Bummer.
Yeah.
And then he was like not gonna take him on the next journey. Like
Yeah,
he's
the
stuck there
officials
now.
added
Where is he
that-
even going?
I don't know.
Sorry,
Somewhere
Lamont,
else.
you lost your seat.
The
Baby
aviation
Lamont.
authority.
Baby Lamont lost his seat.
The pilot had conducted a risk assessment, but did not include the transportation of the penguin on board. And
Wait, what do
was
you
not in
mean?
accordance to
What does
civil
that mean?
aviation right.
A risk assessment.
I don't know. Apparently, he just like opened.
He
It was
just
just like,
looked
"You guys
around?
good? You guys buckled up? Good, good."
That's what it feels like.
buckled up, and then you can't hear. So he's like thumbs up, yeah. And then somebody's like,
I'm gonna let my penguin
"Let
out
my
now.
penguin out."
You just put
Choppy.
him in a dog carrier.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know how he. That's poor planning.
The report did not state why the penguin had been picked up. So I think maybe someone's trying to
someone
smuggle
was
out the
stealing
penguin.
Somebody
a-
was smuggling that
Someone was
penguin.
stealing a penguin. Damn.
They were trying to steal it.
I would if I could.
But you like, that ice isn't gonna last. It's gonna suffocate if it doesn't have ice.
Well, I
right?
mean,
Yeah.
maybe the flight attendant comes by and gives
That's
you
all
more
they
ice. Is there a flight attendant? in
Can we
helicopters?
get some more ice?
Can we get some ice?
Why? I just need like a lot of it.
I like it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm hot.
You're not allowed to ask.
It's also good you
You
can't.
Are you a cop?
You're actually not
Are you
allowed
a
to
cop?
ask. Are you TSA? You're not allowed to ask. Actually, it's probably good you can't hear anything in the helicopter because you would have heard that bird farting constantly.
I bet a penguin fart's adorable.
Oh, I
though.
bet it's so fucking funny.
Oh,
or
It is
like
the funniest fucking
super
thing.
aggressive.
Oh, well,
Do
yeah, they're
birds
definitely
fart,
shitting
or do they
always.
just shit? Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like birds just only
well,
shit.
I would like to point out that there's something else in here.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, what's this?
wow.
Oh,
A
speaking of birds,
Oh my god, it's just more paper.
you guys want to know why birds aren't real?
Yes.
Oh, here we
there
go.
we go. That's all Joey wants.
It was originally started by a man who's trying to poke hole in obvious nonsense of politicized
Oh my
conspiracy
God.
movements.
This is what happens when you write a satire. Don't we all know this by
Yeah.
now?
That basically it was a satirical thing that to the state of birds have been replaced by government drones in the 70s, and they're surveilling all of us, and they go into nests to chart they download the data from their nests and they charge on phone lines.
Here's the thing that I
But
don't
it was all
understand.
set up as satire,
And
and
people
then
took
people
it serious.
took it serious.
Yep.
Oh, they
not-
really did.
Some people
Yeah.
did, yeah. Because as you put it out there,
Dummies.
yeah.
Here's the thing that I never understand, and it happened when my grandma, when she was still alive, and she lived in her 2,000 whatever
I feel like
people
we've mentioned
town,
this before.
and she was one of the sane people in a very, very red entire state.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So her like neighbor would come up and talk about vaccines and how it's like, oh, you don't want to get that because that's how they track you. And then my grandma would say something like, oh, you must be one of those that voted for Trump.
I
Yeah,
thought
which-
she said, but says like you don't believe that dumb shit or something. Like,
No, she called him out of being a Trump voter, but that person probably goes to their house, their church, the grocery store, and like the lumber mill or something. Like, who gives a shit if somebody knows what this random woman in North
Yeah.
Dakota
Yeah,
in a 2,000 person town is doing, even
Yeah.
if it's true?
I would agree.
Because what they're doing is very important, Joey. Maybe
I- I
the work is
guess-
important and mysterious.
they're so smart.
I
They have
just
to track
don't-
the smartest people.
I just want to look at people that are worried about being tracked by the government and be like, no one gives a shit about you.
I mean, that's the thing. They're putting a chip in us. It's like you have a phone.
yeah.
You're carrying
You're-
it.
That's the best part
fine,
about
You
dog.
all of
file,
it.
like,
Yeah.
you're filing
You're
your
good.
taxes. Like you have a
Yeah.
social security number
Like,
and a driver's
it's not-
license.
Like at this
it's
point,
and
not
your
you
hard.
have
phone,
a
and
phone and a laptop.
They know everything.
Why would they
anyways.
need to have birds out here, big dog?
Well, they're.
It's fine.
I mean, it was the 70s. There weren't phones that had tracked you at the time. So they
Yeah,
had to
that's
replace them all
true.
at the
So
time.
that's why they created
then they're just
elaborate,
exactly out
perfect
there.
bird drones.
Oh yeah, it's so they created the drone so we knew you play Pinochle Wednesdays and Sundays.
yeah.
Okay.
And then they can use that to mind control you. Oh, what else is in here?
Oh
What else is in here?
wow.
Wow, he's really gone to
Whoa,
town today.
oh. What is it? It's a bird.
Oh,
Did you learn how to do
wow,
that?
That's a crane.
Look at the little bird. What
This
else
is
is in here?
beautiful.
What
Did you
else
learn
in
how
here?
to do that?
Wow.
It's another bird.
another bird.
It's another bird.
Yay!
Look, there's birds of all
Wow.
kinds.
Wow.
Cam, look, it's a bird.
Did you
Give
do
a
these?
bird.
It's a tiny bird.
It's a tiny
Or
bird.
does your wife know how to do
No,
this?
I made these.
Did you knew before this?
I knew like in like elementary school,
You
and
needed- you
I had to
needed a
I had to
refresher.
refresh because I like there were steps that I missed, but then as soon as I did like one, it like immediately all came back to
I
me,
never learned how to
and I
do
was
it.
just like boom, 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 and
That's so
banged all
funny.
these guys out. Birds, all kinds, in the black box.
Bang
Wow.
them out.
All right.
And the black
well,
box.
Next week, we're going to hear all about
Better write it down.
condiments.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
So again, if you have a topic for Brian's Bry Halud, for his
The
for
Bry
his
Halud
Bry
Dune
Halud
bucket.
bucket, you can email loljkpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, please.
And before we go, for Brian as well, since we're still in Brian's topic, I got a package for my mother.
Great.
It says to LOLJK or Brian. So
Ah,
I'm just going to give it to Brian.
Me.
Yeah, well, just Brian. Yeah.
So Brian, we don't have like a ton of time left in the show, so I'm just gonna use one of these cards, and then Brian can eat these while we are doing this last thing. So
I gotta eat these. These are food
all
things?
of them, yes.
All of them.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh wow,
Eat shit.
That
It
is
says
that
O'Brien.
is a lot.
Just 6 creme eggs.
Oh man, you're gonna have a jostled tummy later tonight.
I don't think I could eat a whole one.
My teeth will fall
You couldn't
out.
eat a whole
Oh,
one.
I think it's too
Yeah.
much.
Ah, that's
What,
stupid.
at once? Or like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
I'd house the cream.
What do you mean?
I might lick the creme out and then
You
be
mean
done.
like
Kyle's
you
just
can't-
gonna bite the
You're
top
saying
and
that
then
you can't. You're saying that you can't
clam
put a
right out of
whole
there.
one in your mouth,
No.
or
Can
like
you do a whole one in your mouth?
Well, that's not my ideal way to eat one.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh. See, like it made my teeth hurt thinking that.
Yeah.
Hurt?
Yeah.
Why would it hurt? It's the
Mm.
softest thing ever.
The sweetness.
It's a soft.
so sweet.
Oh, the sweetness. Yeah.
All right. One down. Anyway. So
One
I-
of 8.
Yeah, one of 8. Please don't eat them all before you leave because you'll throw up in
I will
here.
barf.
Yeah.
Here, everybody
Anyway,
have one. I'm gonna have
that
one.
was from my...
I came back Cadbury drunk. I'm sorry.
I know it was my turn to watch the kid.
I
just can't.
apologize.
That was from
Can
my
you
mom
want one of
to,
these?
No,
to you.
thanks.
Your
That's
mom's a
beautiful.
saint.
So
Shelly.
Shelly. Well, last time I went to the board game store while I was just
Yes.
looking for anything
Trying not to
do.
poop.
No, the board game store has a
You
piss
escape.
effect.
Wait.
Oh,
you.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Not a dump effect. It's not
Okay.
quite bookstore enough. But I found this thing called Mind Crushers, which it says is made by some of the people who did Cards Against Humanity. But it's
Yes.
basically like a more raw version of one of those topic decks that you can buy for like first dates or like conversation starters.
Yeah.
But they're more for us. So
Joey picked out a handful in the car the other day, and they were good.
yeah.
So
So I haven't like pre-selected any,
Okay.
but of the ones.
it's okay. Just go
So
with one.
we'll go with ones that say controversial on it or not safe for work.
Yeah. That
Okay,
seems like a good
so
tag.
here's I'll draw 3 and then we can pick one. Marry, fuck, kill, religion
Okay.
with this guy.
Okay.
We got the found dildo.
He found the dildo.
He found the dildo, sorry.
Uh-huh.
And where's the one that I just saw? Oh yeah. Orgasm text.
Wait, I don't understand what
These
this
are
means.
like
That's like the topic, the name of the thing, kind of.
yeah, just like the headline, and then the back has like an actual story to read or like a thing to read. I didn't even realize
a
Brian
prompt
left.
to discuss. Yeah, he did.
So he
I mean,
found the dildo. Orgasm text. Brian, he
What are the
found
rules?
the dildo.
Yeah.
Orgasm text or marry, fuck, kill, religion.
Maybe if I kill religion.
Oh, I was gonna say either one except that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Okay.
but you're fine.
Orgasm text or he found it. Let's do orgasm text.
All right, fine.
Okay.
Orgasm
Fuck
text.
you, Brian.
You wanna
Everyone.
change it now?
Yes.
Okay, change it to the other one.
Bunt.
Okay. Maybe it's fine.
Oh,
I just had
Again, this is couples therapy for you guys.
Yeah.
So
orgasm text. Everyone,
Mm.
take out your phones.
Okay.
Look at the most recent text message you've received.
uh-huh.
I'm terribly sorry, but this is the sentence you will scream out loud during your next orgasm. Yes.
Have fun.
Yes, it's going to happen. Now, everyone, yell out that sentence in the most orgasmic voice you
Wait,
feel
okay,
comfortable
so the
doing.
last text I received,
Yeah.
I'm
not the
coming!
not the last text I sent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Received. Mine is. Have fun.
mine's
That's your orgasm sound?
Yeah.
mine's okay.
That was actually good.
All right, that I received.
Mine's,
Yeah.
ours are both gonna be good, I think.
Yes. Yours.
Can you put it away, please?
I can't say mine in a voice.
You got it.
I can't.
Okay.
Should I?
Should I? Should I shoot? Should I shoot? one's real good.
Yeah, that was good.
Wait, but can I just say, Joey left out a thing that I think changes this a bit. It was actually, can you put it away for me, please?
That's way better.
Yeah, he
That is
left
way
out
better.
the for me.
I just want the last full bubble.
That was the last full bubble.
Oh, mine was broken up.
Said, can you put it away for me, please?
Okay. Let's just see what he found the dildo is, because that was fast.
Okay.
Ooh, your 4-year-old son
Yes.
found the dildo. He took it out of your dresser
Yeah.
and he put it in his toy box.
Okay.
He loves to play with it.
Yeah.
It is his favorite toy.
Yes.
It's big, floppy, and hilarious.
Agreed.
Are you going to take your child's favorite toy away from him?
No.
Yes.
All right, done.
Why'd you let him have it for so long where it's their favorite toy?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what I'm saying at that point. And if he's not taking
You've
it to
already given
school
it to
or
him.
showing it to friends,
Here's
if
what
it's just an at-home thing,
My
unless
kid-
it's really nice.
Like, I think
Like
that,
if it's something you spent over $100 on, that but also a child shouldn't have anything
I
that's
think
over $100.
4 years old is the problem. Because like
Why?
a 4-year-old, I'm like, I'm just taking that thing away. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If it's like a younger
think that
child,
they have, like,
and
a-
it's like the only thing that makes them chill is when they're holding this. You know,
Like
how,
an 8-month-old baby
You
who
think
won't
Yeah.
shut up.
a
Yeah,
you
stop
think
crying.
a 4-year-old?
That's
A
when-
4-year-old won't care.
no,
I mean, they
You
might
think
get.
they'll forget?
you divert. You
You
just
know,
give
you
them
divert
something
real
else and
easy.
they'd be fine.
Yeah.
But a younger kid where it's like, I just need them to be chill and stop crying, and the only thing that makes them relax is when they're holding this thing.
You don't think that it'll be like a thing? You're not concerned about
eating it.
maybe the idea that they just like, as an adult at some point, they're just like, I don't know, big veiny cocks are just like very
Very
calming to me.
calming.
Yeah,
I'm just
they're
saying,
like
well,
really.
I'm just saying that's why I was instantly like, no, I'm taking it away. Because like a 4-year-old, you just take that shit away.
Well, it's
no
also
problem.
it's just yours.
I'm saying I can only see a case for not taking away immediately if it was that other situation.
The problem
I
with
was
this
saying.
topic is they're throwing it at people who
Who
are
have been-
currently or have dealt recently with 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
So this
And
does not work in this
guys
circumstance.
is that your guys' point is that you can gaslight your child easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
it's like it's not a problem to be like you're not. This isn't
This
This
you're
isn't
not-
yours.
This isn't yours.
And
Yeah.
here's another toy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
play with this, and then they'll be
Yeah.
like, okay.
the
Yeah.
correct answer is, what do you like to do with that thing?
Oh, I did that when, remember, one of the kids used to like to help me vacuum out the car. When I
Show
would
me
clean
how
the
you
car
swing
out.
it like a sword.
And one of them discovered
100%.
it was hilarious
Now you say happy graduation to yourself.
to put the vacuum in their mouth, but they would do it like this, like with the,
Yeah.
when the vacuum
Yeah.
was on, and they'd
Yeah.
go like this, like,
That's
and they'd let the vacuum like feel
and you have
Yeah.
recorded
and
that.
oh yeah, no, he stopped doing it, and I took the phone out and was like, "Show me what you were doing again," and made him do it again so I could get it on video.
Yeah.
Say,
Amazing.
I am glad I graduated high school. All right, boop. Got it. See, yeah.
So yeah, I've pulled out the phone and taken the video before.
Before you're like, okay, stop.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, that's
Yeah.
enough now. You shouldn't put that in your
yeah, you
mouth.
gotta,
That's
you gotta
yucky.
say those things.
What is this thing's name? Oh, Big Flop? Yeah. Oh.
Excellent. Good. Yeah.
What do you like about it? I like that he's got like a hole in his helmet.
I
Yep.
like that it.
Uh-huh.
I like that
Uh-huh.
it sucks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And they can stick to walls.
Not all the time.
Only for a little bit.
Only for a
Oh
while.
my god!
But it's so jiggly.
Oh my god, it's covered in pink bunting.
Kyle, who do we have to thank for this episode?
Well, we have a sponsor board, and on that sponsor board, some of the sponsors are real, and some of the sponsors are fake. But the realest of the real are, of course, our Patreon sponsors. And this week's Patreon sponsors are Papa Rainish
Yay!
and Neat Weeb.
Yay!
Thanks, sponsor.
Thank you.
Thank you, sponsors. And you too can become a Patreon sponsor by going to patreon.com/LOLJK podcast, where you can join us at many tiers, beginning at the low level of free. But if you want to be,
Hey.
and then all the way up to, of course, the Sally 2 level, where you get a shout out on the show, or even Trisha, which is the producer level, where you get a shout out and also a vanity card and also one note.
And one note.
Just one. Yes, you can join us there. We have a lot of different things going on, including books on tape.
Movies on tape.
Fuck!
Books on movies on tape.
Movies on books on tape.
Movies on Books on Tape, where Joey if you join us at the free level, Joey is
This is
reading
Joey's
you
fault. He made
Ace
the name.
Ventura: Pet Detective. You made it counterintuitive, and it's really pissing me off.
Smoking.
Smoking.
Why you just call it Joey's Good Reads?
Anyway, that's where Joey reads you a chapter, acts out really a chapter of
I'm
the
getting really
junior
fucking good, you guys.
novelization of a
Wait, dude,
beloved
he did an
90s
impression
film.
for me in the kitchen the other day
Of
of his Dan Marino.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to give us a little Dan Marino?
Yeah.
what should Dan Marino say so I can?
I don't know.
I have a sentence for him to say.
I like to do that.
I like to do that.
I don't think so.
It's me, Dan Marino.
I do like
Is
that.
that Ray? Is that? Are you saying Dan Marino or Ray Romano?
I like to do that.
Is it
Dan
Rain Man?
Marino.
I gotta go win the football game.
Dan Romano. Rain
Dan
Man.
Romano.
I'm Dan Romano.
Deborah football.
Let me throw the ball.
You know what's funny too is I'm pretty sure I didn't do that voice for the earlier time he was
Yeah.
in the book.
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah.
I was just like at a weird place, and when I got to it this time, I was like, I'm Dan Marino.
Dan Marino.
It's Ray football. Dan Marino.
No
Dance my
consistency.
best friend Jim Carrey.
He really wanted me to hear it too the other day.
Hi, Kim.
Clouds rain.
Yeah.
I love the Dolphins.
I'm a big football player. I'm gonna go win the Super Bowl.
I'm the biggest boy.
Except he never did.
Sucker.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Had to be in a movie to win.
I don't give a shit.
Idiot.
Yeah, well, you can join us there, and that's what you get for free. But then you
I just
also
can't
get a
believe
lot
no
of
one's
other
coming.
bonus shit. Anyway, join us at the Patreon.
Won't you?
Patreon.com. You can get on our Discord, meet a lot of cool people, things like that. Talk to us, whatever.
But really, all about Brian these days.
Really all about
Brian, you're
Brian.
really
a lot
learning
of
Brian
buzz.
heavy.
Brian's really lighting up the
Really,
Discord.
really bringing it.
Really
Tales
grinding
of
it.
Brian.
Bringing it.
Really Brian. is
Loving it.
and of course, we're also sponsored by...
What the fuck? Is that a cockroach?
I stole this from Americana brand memes, but it is. We are, of course, sponsored by the cockroaches in your Erewhon shake.
I can tell
Okay,
what it
yeah, there you
was.
go.
Yeah.
All right.
For those of you that don't know, basically, the Los Angeles County Department of Public Health shut down Erewhon Santa Monica location for a recent inspection.
Just their smoothie bar or whatever, right? Not the whole.
Was it
grocery-
Was it?
I believe.
I thought it was just that.
Was this the
I
end
just
of
saw.
Erewhon?
I saw.
No.
No, it's one
No,
location.
no, it was one location.
I just saw the headline and it's like Kyle.
Yeah. Let me see. Well, I don't know, guys. It doesn't
It's
matter.
okay. It doesn't matter.
The point is that it was their tonic bar. So
Oh,
there were cockroaches infestations that were in
I have
their
to say,
tonic
though-
bar, which is where they make the smoothies and stuff like that, likely due to improper storing of the materials. But also, yeah, I mean, it's LA. There's cockroaches. you know
Well,
what I
and
mean?
I heard it was reported. I heard officially, like straight
gonna be
from the
real bad
actual
if it gets
news.
shut
Not like
down.
I heard it
Yeah.
secondhand. There were 3 cockroaches.
Oh.
Like
that means there were 200.
They
Yeah, that's
found
what I-
3
Realistically.
cockroaches.
Yeah.
They sprayed at our house, and then we just had a bunch of dead
Oh my
cockroaches
god!
in
And
our
I
driveway.
know.
I mean,
can't.
It's upsetting.
I was like, I don't know if I'm glad that like
we got them.
oh,
or
there's so many dead
or I
cockroaches,
never
or if I
wanted to
didn't
know.
want to know
Yeah.
that there were so many cockroaches hiding around our house somewhere.
yeah.
I think
Like we
I found
haven't
one
found
in
them
the
dead
house.
inside.
I found
Oh,
one
okay, I
alive.
was literally
Yeah.
saying that we haven't found them inside.
It was alive.
It was alive inside.
I took it outside.
They named
Thanks.
it.
And then what'd you do?
I just
Kissed
threw it
it.
away because I can't squish a bug that crunches.
You gotta do it fast.
Yeah, I can't do
You
it.
just gotta do it fast.
You got to get through that exoshell.
Yeah, no, it's like here, just like hopefully a cat will eat this.
I don't think they eat those.
Can't.
Really?
Oh,
I don't know.
they
We
play
got
with
some pretty
it enough.
feral cats out here.
Oh, all right. Well, good for them.
Yeah.
Gotta feed them.
Well,
those possums
anyway,
that
they're
live
in
under
your
a bathtub.
shakes. They ground them up in your Haley Bieber fucking face shake.
Is that what the jizz is?
That's the
that was a
Beaver
different
foreskin.
one.
The Beaver
Yeah, the
foreskin
Beaver
is
foreskin
actually
and
a cockroach.
cockroach.
now. Ha, it's cockroach. Hey,
We are
Yeah.
also sponsored by another Temu product, and that is, of
Whoa.
course, the Humsoins urine collection system for men, non-invasive, sensitive sensing, bed rest, anti-leakage, no power required, white. 18 plus age group essential for nursing homes. Anyway,
okay.
you
I was like, why
can
do you need
just
this?
wear this. It's $257. They've only sold one, which is weird. But yeah, you just basically can hook your dick right into that little contraption as it shows in the picture there, and just piss.
Just piss.
Just piss freely. There's a whole
For why?
Urine collection, it said.
yeah.
I assume if you're
For a
so
sample,
you're
a urine
maybe
sample.
if you're paralyzed and you don't
Or
have
you like
a
that sun
bag.
I
tea?
guess it senses
think
that
it's for
you're
that.
pissing and then opens up. I don't quite.
What?
It
Do you come?
seems like it. So in my mind, I was like, initially I was like, this is for people that have to pass piss tests.
Yeah.
But really what it is I believe for bedridden
Yeah.
people. It's just
But
an
they have
easy way
other
to pee.
things to do that.
But it's the way to do it like at home without a catheter.
Without having a cath.
You don't have to stick a tube
okay.
down
Yeah.
a dick.
I see.
Is the point?
Look,
It is not recommended for
Bed rest.
users who are
elderly.
agitated, combative, or uncooperative, or might pull it off their dick.
Yeah, so don't put this on a person's dick.
Does
who
it say they
doesn't
might
want
pull it
it.
off
yeah.
their dick?
It's also no.
It's like, that's really
Hey
funny.
Joey, I think we froze.
It says
yeah.
might remove the device. People that have frequent episodes of bowel incontinence without a fecal management system. So the butt version of this.
The butt version.
Yeah. You also don't want to put it on people who have had recent surgery of external male anatomy.
So after
I'd
you got
imagine.
your
Sure.
after you get your
Yeah.
you get one of those Elon Musk dick mangle jobs.
Well, the whole point is that you man, there's a lot of good pictures I could have used for this. I got to be honest. There's
I
one
mean,
where
this
it's
is
I
just
mean,
like
the one you use is pretty good.
The one with this
yeah,
blue
but then
man?
there's like this one where it's like a diaper X'd out as someone's wearing a diaper.
Don't do it if you wear a diaper.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't. Well, it's
Well, yeah.
also you don't have
You're already
to.
in a diaper. Yeah, you're in a diaper. You don't
Yeah.
need it.
It's
So
just
does
the
it
idea of
pinch
being-
it off when it feels pee coming and then it opens and then lets the pee go?
Boy,
What?
it would be cool to know that. I don't know.
Because like how else
They
would
make it seem like that it has a sensor that knows when you're pissing,
Yes.
and it opens up the tube to bring it down into the thing.
The pee receptacle.
So it
It's a pump. It activates a pump to suck the piss down into the container.
Oh, so is your
system.
dick is inside that thing? too?
Always.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
Yes.
this gap was part of the thing.
No, that's so
No.
funny.
So it's like
Like it, like
that
it
thing's
starts
like
to pee and it
strangling
closes in.
Yeah. Like it kind of strangling your dick all the time, and
No,
it's like,
you
oh,
put
pee's
like
coming,
a-
and then it goes.
well, once again,
No.
you basically
It's like a-
man.
oh man, there's like IKEA directions for it. That's pretty funny. Oh shit.
Oh wow, you really
Well,
beefed it.
Doesn't matter now.
it doesn't matter. We're not gonna be able to get them anymore anyway because of the tariffs.
It's gonna
Yeah.
cost so much
Ugh.
more.
Hoomsoins!
Ugh.
What
Oh,
was
well.
that?
Hoomsoins!
Whom soins? Whom
Can't
soins?
afford a
can't
hoomsoins.
Whom soins piss collection.
140%. I can't afford
You
that anymore.
gotta buy it on Temu. Temu.
TME.
Temu.
A team of hoomsoins.
We're also sponsored by Danzig's Flophouse, which is, of course, Danzig's normal step stool.
Is that a Terminator head on it?
I think it's definitely a skull.
Chrome
It's definitely a
skull.
metal
Chrome
skull.
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 And I think maybe a snake candle holder, like a coiled snake.
It does look like a coiled snake.
Yeah,
I'll
but
take your word for it.
ultimately,
What a normal stool.
there is just a normal step
Yeah.
stool. It has stuff on it.
I mean,
But
how
he's just
tall-
using it
how
as like
tall
a
is
occasional
Danzig?
table to display some of
he's
his
showing
stuff.
it.
short, right?
Danzig's wee.
He's a wee
yeah,
lad.
he's
Yeah.
a small guy. He
Yeah.
needs
Just
the
step
help.
stool around.
Which
It's
is
not-
why he
that's-
probably shouldn't be putting shit on it,
Yeah, I
but
was
because
gonna
he's
say.
gonna have to clear it off.
Yeah, but aren't his cereal boxes just on the floor? So it's not like he's gonna get too far.
And
out.
his PlayStation.
And so,
Yeah.
well, his PlayStation's and his mattress,
yeah.
which makes him seem quite small.
Doesn't have to get a
He
step
can't
stool to
even,
get
he
a
can't
bed.
even
then.
lift a leg to get in bed.
Yeah.
I just want it on the floor because then I can roll into it.
It's totally fine. And then of course, in Kyle's Crisis Corner is
We're doing Crisis now, huh?
I don't know.
We usually do all this first.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and no, we usually do
we're
this
also
first.
sponsored by Trucks.
Drive them.
Drive
Beep,
them.
beep.
I'm not prepared. I
Okay, and then
forgot.
we do the stupid thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then-
yeah. No,
blah, blah,
it's
blah,
a
blah, blah, and
normal
then we-
thing. We're all there, and then-
Commit to the bit. It's 2025.
It's not a bit. It's real.
It's exactly 1 year left. Not even a year left anymore.
Yeah.
Let our sponsors breathe.
And of course, we're also sponsored by the now defunct, where they paid us through the end of this year.
The season
is,
3
of course,
Yellow Jacketed.
The season 3 finale.
Much like the TV show, if they would have canceled themselves as soon as they died,
Yeah.
their legacy would not be tainted.
I don't know what you mean by that, but the point is that they were yellow jacketed, and
show's
of
just not
course
good.
we're talking about I did hear this season was not very good. Anyway, we can talk about that later. They're sadly yellow jacketed former XFL team. Of course, we're talking about the LA Wild Jackets. Go Jackets!
Fuck Jackets.
Nice.
Before your crisis corner,
Yes, of course. We do have to make time for Kim's Goku Minute.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Let's go, Cukes.
let's hear it, Cukes. What do we got?
I kind of forgot about the Goku minute.
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't
did.
prepared.
That's why it's good.
Yeah,
We got 1 minute and
we're going.
Go.
We just watched a bunch of nonsense episodes about fucking Garlic Jr. I don't know what it is. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah, the garlic
like it.
saga sucks.
It was garbage.
Real bad.
And
Filler.
garlic does suck.
It's a filler
and
arc.
I slept through most of it. So
Yeah, of course you
There.
don't remember garlic.
didn't enjoy it.
Garlic
He's-
Jr. Good for sleeping.
He's not in the book. It's just TV show, and it's 10 episodes, and it's fucking boring.
So why did they bother?
And,
He's little.
and they're vampires,
And there's a
Oh
and
yeah, they're
Krillin
basically just vampires.
has a
Yeah.
girlfriend and she's an idiot.
but she's got boobs, I guess.
This is
And
before
her
the
ass is
androids
out all
show
the
up.
time.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
right
Yeah,
before.
Of course, right.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna get a good
And then
one.
as soon as the garlic shit was over, back to cool shit.
Yeah. Trunks shows up, like, immediately.
We
Yeah.
love Trunks.
He's
Trunks
cool.
is the best.
Future
Yeah.
Trunks is amazing. He's got a sword. He
Yeah,
doesn't need
yeah.
it, but it's
Doesn't
cool
even
that he's
need
got
it.
it.
Yeah.
But he's good with it.
I
Yeah.
want it.
I told Kim he's probably the best character in the show and the most tragic. So I like that we at least get to him after the worst thing I've ever
We got
seen.
Vegeta being so pissed he was wearing a pink shirt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's the you've gotten to the memeable fit. He's like a Gen Z fit, like he's that Vegeta look in the pink shirt
Uh-huh.
is like this is how a man should dress.
Oh.
Basically.
That's
It's
funny.
like when they watched Sleepless in Seattle for the first time. I was like, Billy Crystal's a fucking style icon in this. I was like, he's just wearing chunky sweaters, guys.
Yeah.
They're just brown. You guys can wear those.
a style icon.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal?
Yeah, they're just wearing acid wash jeans and fucking brown sweaters. You guys could do that.
Do you
And then
remember-
they did.
Have you seen that movie recently?
No.
Billy Crystal's like a player.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
like, he fucks a lot. And it was like,
Let's not
Billy
pretend
Crystal?
like Billy Crystal don't fuck.
Yeah, but look at him. He looks like an old grandpa.
I mean, he's really fun. He's really
d-
funny.
Dude, this is just an era where you could be a famous actor and you didn't have to have abs. It was awesome.
you just got
it
to
was
be
a
a famous
really-
actor.
Look, Joey's
Yeah,
not
well,
complaining. He's
I don't know,
famous.
man. Have you ever watched Seinfeld? Where in Seinfeld we're supposed to believe
George
that he's
gets laid
getting
all the time.
So does Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry's the whole bit is Jerry's getting fucked by Terry Hatcher or some babe.
Really, Brad Pitt ruined it for all of us.
His fault. God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even
But
the
he is
Friends.
really
or-
funny.
Maybe Friends ruined it. I guess Friends
Oh,
were
I
where
don't know.
was that
Swimmer's
the
pretty
tipping
dumb.
point where it started to be like
Hot people.
they started to be hot ish. Well, I don't know.
I don't know. David
I don't
Schwimmer's.
know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Chenandler Bong is also
Yeah.
not
I'm
a
sorry,
super.
who?
He's funny, but
Chenandler?
he's not. But he's not Matthew Perry. I wouldn't say he
the
was a
funny
super
one.
hot guy.
He's
but
like the
he
funny
was
one.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when the
Like,
tipping point is.
Joey
but-
was fine.
Yeah, yeah. At some point, you
I'm
just
fine.
had
But here's the
to-
thing. But we're also forgetting all about Frasier. Frasier got it too. Weird dude.
Frasier got fucked constantly because he knew about wine.
True. And also he could do his mind tricks on all women.
Yes.
He knew
Oh.
about wine and he knew how to
And he knew
use
how to-
therapy speech in a toxic manner.
He could nag with the best of them.
He was the best
he did.
nigger.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah,
hang on.
careful.
Whoa,
Whoa, now,
whoa,
hey
whoa,
now.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Hey
whoa.
now.
Therapy speech to neg like whoa
Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless
with
him.
tossed salad and scrambled
Tossed
eggs.
salad and scrambled egg.
Anyway,
Oops.
Damn it.
Been a minute.
in Kyle's crisis corner we have
The fucking sun.
It's been a hot week.
It's been a hot week, and I can feel it coming, and it's not gonna like it. I drove around most of the day yesterday, and I got sunburnt inside a vehicle.
Oh.
And it fucking sucked. Lightly sunburned.
I feel
you
like
know.
we have a fucking sun
On your arm?
sponsor once a year.
No, my whole body.
Ugh.
Yeah, it doesn't
Were you
make
driving
sense.
around in the buff or what?
No,
How
well,
did your
not my
whole
whole body,
body?
but I mean like my my face, neck, and arms.
His
I
air
was like,
conditioner wasn't working.
I was like, I didn't put. I was
You
like,
wear
I
your
guess-
arms nude in a vehicle? Yuck!
I did, yeah.
Well, it is supposed to cool off this week.
Who gives a shit?
If
for
that
like
helps.
so
but I
for
know
4
it was
days.
just a preview. I just felt it. I was like,
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be
I
unbearable
know.
in like 2 weeks.
I know.
That's it.
I know.
But the
You
evening.
know,
but,
no,
the
you're-
but the evening
In
was
2
beautiful.
weeks, there will be 0 places in LA that you can buy a fan or a portable air conditioner.
Can I tell you, I
Do
was
it now.
taking the trash
Yeah.
out right before you came, and it was still like daytime outside,
Yeah.
and a car pulled and like did a
Mm-hmm.
U-turn in our drive here, and I thought, because I wasn't looking at first, it was you,
Yeah.
and I was thinking that I was gonna be like, isn't it so nice for you to drive over here and it's still daytime outside?
Yeah.
And then I was like, enjoy it for this time and the next time where you can drive over here in the daytime and not die,
Yeah.
because in a
Not
second
have a 30
then we'll
degree
be
shift.
over the fact that like,
Yeah.
oh, it's so nice that the sun is up, because we'll just be like, it's so fucking
Please
hot.
go away. Please leave, son.
Why?
we're in
Why,
our window.
God?
Yeah.
We've made it to the window.
Perfect window. Maybe we'll make it almost to the end of the month before it's miserable.
I like there was this thing Kim found and it was like global warming is really bad, but on the upside, you are currently living through
Oh, yeah.
the coolest summer you will ever have for the rest of your life.
No, I don't like
yeah.
that.
It's that meme with
That's
that girl
a
who
nightmare.
like makes a stinky face and then makes like a oh
Yeah.
face, and it
It's,
was
it's
like,
the hottest it's ever been
it was-
so far.
yeah,
So
it's like
far.
this is the hottest it's ever been, and it's just like, oh, and it's like also coolest summer of the rest of your life. Like, oh.
The height of luxury.
Yeah.
In that case, wonderful.
In that case, let's get out there and enjoy.
We can't even move to Canada anymore. They
Yeah,
took
I
that
know,
from
you
us.
can't even
Yeah.
do that anymore.
Shit.
Oh, speaking of,
That's how they get you. Kyle's Real Crisis Corner is,
Oh,
of course,
fuck.
still the election results.
We can't even move to Canada anymore.
I know.
Just living them every day.
Yeah.
So
a
Truly
baffling set of circumstances that I hope starves out all the dumbos that voted for it.
but it's gonna
I-
start us
It
out
doesn't-
with them.
Doesn't
Been
matter.
a great week at
It'll
work.
be fine. Hey, I read a cool thing today that is not cool, but also made sense, which is like the idea that they've done studies that find that older generations get more conservative the
Mhm.
older
Yeah.
they get.
Uh-huh.
And I was reading a thing today.
Said our
Maybe it was-
generation is not.
Well, yes, there's also that, but also there is a theory
But the
that
one after
a
says-
more practical theory on why that happens is because the more liberal, like poor people and people of color just die way before old white people,
Mm.
old conservative white people. So it's just like all the like people that would be more liberal just don't get the support
because
that
of the
they get, and they
vaccines.
die. Yeah.
Yeah, they
That's
get
why
those
they're dying.
vaccines.
It was interesting. It was like
It
an
is
interesting
interesting.
perspective. I was like, right.
Right, cool.
Hate makes you live forever.
Kind of makes sense, and which is proven.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
that's why we have a
Powerful
an old-
elixir.
an
old cunt is our
intoxicating
president.
elixir.
Yeah,
God damn it.
love hate. What?
Just all of it.
All of it.
The
Yeah.
timeline.
Yeah, it's all good. It's fine.
I just every time I see an article about a Trump voter crying because they like are losing their entire town or starving or like I'm
Just know there's 3 other talking about how they don't care, and they're like, yeah, we'll deal with it.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it still gives me a little joy.
I
Yeah.
thought at the very least ever all of them losing their money would be like, well, also not all of them.
No, that's the
because
What do you mean,
most of
Kyle?
them
It was
are
it
poor.
was 4D chess he was playing, and it was all part of the plan.
Yeah, it wasn't at all insider trading. It
No.
was totally
No,
fine.
totally.
Hey, I
fine.
can control the stock market. Here, sell.
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Buy,
All right.
buy everything now. Why? You'll see.
It's
Here we
cool.
go.
It
Yeah, I'm
wasn't.
giving you- I'm
It
giving
wasn't
you-
a
I'm
ploy
giving
to
you
get
1
a bunch
hour.
of people to panic and sell their shit.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Anyway.
Anyway, it's fine.
This is our comedy podcast, LOLJK. Find us patreon.com/LOLJK podcast. Again, you can email loljkpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Look
please
for
do.
our new shirt. What was it? I
Barnes
poop in
and-
bookstores.
I dump in
I dump
bookstores.
in
Double
bookstores.
bookstores, yeah.
Coming soon to Hot Rental Shop.
Great. Oh, good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, make a
Tie-in.
video for that.
Yeah. I have my little tape puppet.
Yeah.
Really dump some bookstores. That's it for this episode. Please be a free patron. Get my movies on tape and my awesome Dan Marino impression. We'll see you next time. I've enjoyed, right?
Antonio.
Jesus Christ. I'm Brian.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Dan Marino.
Nimble